Thanks so much for being here today. I'm super excited about what we got going on. We've got some pop-in guests. We've got chat showing up. Everyone's on time today. This is amazing. It's really good to see you all. All right, we're back. So I've got some guests in the green room already. People were prompt today. Super excited to have these guests on. I'll keep waiting for more chat to show up. But today we're just going to talk about all the things that we're excited about, and I found that that's a little bit easier when the price has been going up. Went up, and I guess it says we're down to 13.6 cents. But I hope that doesn't make people angry with each other again. So my first guest I'd like to bring on CryptoGRFX. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. So good to meet you in person. Thanks for being here. I know we have some limited time, but I'm going to bring in some other folks here, and then I want to start with you and let you introduce yourself, and we'll basically go from there.
Sure.
Bring on some other guests. But thanks for being here. Here, one sec here.
Yes. Thanks for having me.
Oh no, we got the spammers already. Here, let me.
Oh wow, that didn't take long.
Yeah, let me. No, that was quick, right?
That was instant, man. They knew about this. They're planning.
Yeah, I guess so. Some of the stuff's not showing, but let me see. I'll ban them. Okay, got it. All right, let me add these other folks.
Right on.
All right. Doesn't need any introduction. Wouldn't like it anyway. Rags to riches.
What's up? How you doing? How's life?
Great. I'm doing great, and it's not good to see you.
Not good to see you either, as always.
All right, let's see. Got a strange setup, so now I can't see on the left side. Hark, a wild SJ appears. Hello. How are you? All right, you're still muted a little bit. You can hear us, but we can't hear you. I'll tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. SJ, stay there. I'm going to start talking to CryptoGRFX. Yeah, there you go. Stay there, and then I muted SJ. Thank you, K4K. And what we'll do is just keep trying to talk, and when we hear you, we'll let you know, and go from there. I'm gonna move over to chat so I can see things here. CryptoGRFX, dude, thanks for being on. I know I added you recently, but I saw a video that you maybe been making lots of videos lately, yeah?
Yeah, definitely going a little hard the last week or so. So
nice. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What got you into it, and then specifically the video that got you here, that got my attention. I'd love to have you talk about that a little bit if you have some time.
Absolutely, yeah. So I mean, I wasn't big into finance until the last number of years at all. I mean, like I consider myself very new, but I got into crypto last year and just kind of started to get hooked. And the more I learned about like SHIB and all sorts of coins that are just not great, the more that this original coin that I had heard from Dollar Cost Crypto in a stream talking about HEX was like resonating with me. And so like fast forward like 3-4 months, I saw it at 1 penny back in April. And I didn't throw any money at it. Instead, I threw money at SHIB like an idiot.
Yeah.
So fast forward to August, and then I finally found Whales Only. I saw some more content of his, got hooked on it. And ever since, I've just been, the more I learned about HEX, the more I learned about Richard Hart, the more I learned about the community, the ecosystem, the more I just see the importance of it all. So I've just fallen in love with it completely. And that's what led me to do all the videos today. I see the importance and the need to spread the message and to get people more involved for more than just money's sake. So here I am.
Awesome, man. Here, hang on one sec. K4K, hang tight. I'm going to give you a link. So, SJ, no? SJ, come on. Got you here. So the video you talked about, was it multiple? It's multiple. I don't want to give it away, but right. I'll let you introduce it because I'm not going to do as good of a job as you.
Sure. Okay. So if you've been on the testnet so far, you can see that there is a PulseX staking pool, and the reward token is the PRT token at the moment. So when I was going through there, I was noticing that there is a max staking limit. I don't know if this is temporary or if there will be certain pools, because the first thing that I did wrong actually in that video was say pool and stake that there would be one pool. There's going to be probably multiple pools. So not knowing if that's going to be a permanent thing in the future, the workaround for having a 10 million PulseX stake limit is to have multiple wallets in that situation. Super easy to create. And because PulseChain is just so fast and easy, it's like it's less than a penny to send things around. So you could send massive amounts to either wallet. But how you do that is when you're farming from that staking pool with your PulseX, you're earning that PRT token. Because you have a max stake limit on that pool, you can't really do anything else with it. So you use that PRT to send it to another wallet and then convert that to PulseX and start a new stake there. And then all of the new PRT that you are getting from both stakes now are getting compounded together. You bring over to the one wallet, exchange it for PulseX, and you're basically going from 10 million to another, and it slowly builds up over time. And however many you can get, if that is the case permanently, if we do see max stake amounts for the PulseX pool. So that's pretty much the strategy, really.
That's awesome. So, and I know you made a video about this that goes in a little more detail, but that was a quick, synopsis of it. There's so much amazing game theory that's going on, and I feel like I'm fascinated with it. And also, there's a part of me that just feels like I'm going to sit back and probably do the simple stuff.
Totally.
But I always appreciate that video. I appreciate you for being inspired and finding something like this out and sharing it with everyone, because there are just we have so many toys to play with. I think the best thing we can do though is be be careful, but also just encourage everybody to learn a little bit more about DeFi and all the things that we're able to do. So that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see. Rags, what's going on with you?
Dude, nothing much, man. I'm living life. I'm good, man. Happy to see all my people. I've got an NFT launching tonight. I'm an ape with these glasses on, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I guess my summer. Really? Everybody's begging me to do it, so we're gonna make it happen tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So
that is great. You're doing a stream for it?
Yeah, we'll do a stream. Doing a stream with Steak and Apes this evening, so that'll be good.
Nice. You know who's going to be there to see you is Flat Earth Underground.
Of course, always,
always.
I've not been streaming as much lately, but we're gonna pick it back up.
That's all right. I mean, you were a machine there for a while.
Yeah.
That's what we consistently say is, you know what? If we encourage enough people to make content, then you can take a break, and it's okay. I personally didn't miss you, but I did notice that you weren't around as much.
Dude, to be quite honest, it just felt so much better not have to deal with YouTube people at all, and just get to make memes and post them and be happy with my life.
Yes.
And just kind of stalk people on Twitter and judge people silently. That's my thing.
That is perfect. Your YouTube community meme game is the best ever.
Yeah,
it's the best ever. In fact, I'm having, my daughter loves sushi, and I'm having sushi with everyone tonight. And I'm gonna go get goldfish I'm taking goldfish crackers from home. I mean, here's what you get. SJ, you want to try a sound check again? Dang it, SJ. Do you want to try? Just copy the URL and then like log out, leave, and then come back in and see if maybe it resets. Okay, I'll let you back in. All right, and while we're there, and also, here, let me see. All right, so SJ's gone, and we got CryptoGrFX. I don't know how. Stay on as long as you want, man. This is a party for real.
Sweet. Okay, yeah, I will.
In fact, to show you the party, I'm going to introduce another guest. We got K4K.
What's up?
Hey, everybody. What's up?
I brought disco lights today.
Dang,
oh my! You're gonna crash my computer.
Yeah, seriously. No, dude, these are legit lights. I'm going somewhat analog. I'm not using green screen. Got these from home. Oh wait, that one's not working. I feel like Richard grinding the watches.
Teach me about PulseX, man.
I wish I knew anything about it.
I wish you did too.
Haven't done any
Me
research.
too, man. Dude, you should start thinking about it a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
I
coming
mean,
soon.
is it like? Do you think it's good at all, or might pump a little?
I think it
Probably
might pump a little
dump.
bit.
Yeah.
See, I was worried. I was worried because I didn't. Everybody says this. They either didn't get into PulseX at all, or PulseChain at all, or they sacrificed too little for it. I went absurd on PulseX, and I'm glad that I did. Went absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
Like I went probably 25% of PulseX is what I did for PulseChain. So I went pretty hard, man. So we'll see if it plays out.
You like $400,000 burnt in 2 days on testnet?
It makes me feel special in my inside.
It's unbelievable. I mean, so K4K. I mean, I said bring something bullish. He just shows up and he's not even in the door. It's awesome. I love it.
Every time I walk into someone's house, I just start spitting facts about PulseX. Like I don't even say hi. Deflationary. Stake it until you make it.
I'm just gonna sit here and say things until you make me leave.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try SJ again.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. You just wanted that bold entrance.
Yeah,
That's
there
right.
it is. You got it. You got it.
What
SJ,
is
so good to hear you. We saw you earlier. Thanks so much for being on.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. This is lovely. What a group of excellent gentlemen here.
Yes, most everyone will be nice.
Oh,
I was
Um,
totally
Except for
expecting you to
Rags.
say everyone except
exactly.
Rags. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
thank
I
you.
already
That was-
know. It's
That was
fine.
implied. I try not to pick on you too much because you like it. All right. So let's say I want to say hi to chat real quick. You guys cool with that? You guys can say hello if you see super fans. Finn Bear, always good to see you. Aaron Hungate, K4K's in the chat and
Who's
on the
that?
screen. John May, good to see you. Our Moving Life, Red Squirrel. Speaking of game theory strategies, Red Squirrels. I don't know what version you're on, Red Squirrel, but your strategy is unbelievable. I've been sharing it with people, and then I actually stopped sharing it with people because I can't explain all of it, and they ask too many questions. So I'm like, just never mind. But I think you're on version 3. I'm like, go watch K4K videos. People start asking me difficult questions. I'm like, I officially I'm not your guy. If you want to get
aren't
excited about
diagrams
random
supposed
stuff,
to make it easier to understand, not harder?
it's, you know what? So I had a friend.
Yeah.
When you first get your wallet, you first get everything. There's nothing in it, and so I think this is everyone. When you're new to crypto, there's nothing in it. It's not valuable. It's nothing. So you don't pay attention. It doesn't matter how many times someone tells you, write down your seed phrases on 2 separate sheets of paper. But this friend, new to crypto, stoked to be a Hexican, I said write it down twice. So last week he says, "Hey, I got a new phone. I want you to help me with MetaMask." I'm like, "Oh, it's easy. You just do the seed phrases." He's like, "What if number 5? What if I don't know number 5?" I'm like, "What? What if I don't know the word for number 5?" And I'm like, "Bro, are you freaking kidding me?" We're surfing, by the way. We're out in the water.
Wow.
He's like, "I spilled water on it." So we, I helped him out. As it turns out, we didn't have to do anything. He hadn't had time to stake yet. So we just sent his hex to a new wall. But I literally made him, I pulled up hex calc and I was like, "Look, this is how much in 5 years, he staked for 5 years. This is how much, if it's at a certain amount, that this amount of hex that you have will be. You need to start treating these pieces of paper like that, because that's how important it was." And he's like, "Okay." And I go, everybody in crypto has an ish moment where they freak out. They think they sent something wrong. Something's not showing up. I go, "You got lucky because we saved yours. Otherwise, all of those hex would have been gone." And he's like, "Okay, I get it. But sometimes it's getting scared like that. Getting scared like that is important. It teaches you a lesson."
Yeah, you got
and-
lucky. You didn't lose anything with that mistake.
He totally got lucky. I was like, if you would have come in and we would have staked these, it would have been gone. That would have been it, because you can't move those. Anyway, I've had so many things where I'm like, you try to tell everybody everything, and there's so many things to get. I had a friend he just forgot to end his stake. I'm like, dude, what? He's like, "Oh, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention." And I was like,
Hey,
"When?"
Siri, remind me to end my
Yeah.
stake.
Yeah.
No
I'm like,
excuse.
"Yeah, set it and forget it," with air quotes. So anyway, there's just so many things to teach. There's so many things to teach.
I learned something new yesterday. Okay.
Let's hear it.
And I learned, well, there's this person who unfortunately wrote down their seed words, I think, in the incorrect order. And they happen to have sacrificed $75,000. Okay.
What?
So it's it's the right words. Well, we thought it was the right words in the incorrect order, but there's a
permutations
master.
of that.
Say, I know. I actually pulled up the calculation, and it's out of control.
Yeah, it's not crackable.
No, not with our current technology, and we don't have
Maybe
the
in a few
energy.
years,
to crack
buddy.
it. Yeah.
Ouch.
So,
Jeez.
so what I found out that Trezor publishes all of the words that they use and all the seed phrases. You guys know that? So there's
No.
a master list of all the words that
Don't
they
use
use.
they use like mnemonic device words or something like that, right?
Yeah, so I had him go through and just press Command F or Control F, put the words in just to make sure that he actually wrote the right word down and it matched up with that list on each one of them. They all matched up, which then logically means that he'd have to put them in the right order. So it sucks, man.
Wow.
But that's cool. I didn't know
hurts.
that list existed. So if you ever think you screwed a word up, you can bounce it off that list.
I mean, how many words were in the total list? Does it have a number?
It probably like
I mean, their list could be the dictionary. So how much help is
15,000,
that?
but there were like it was in alphabetical order, and there was probably I'd say 20 words per letter, maybe 20 or
That's
30.
it? Oh.
Yeah, 1,200 or 1,500 words, maybe.
That feels like a
Oh,
quantum
okay.
computing. Once they have quantum computing, that's screwed. No.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
Well,
we're
still,
all
that's
screwed.
an insane amount of permutations. Like a
Yeah,
Rubik's
yeah, I guess
cube
you're
has
right.
like a billion, and that's like a 3x3 or 4x4. So
yeah. Well, speaking of making sure you're keeping track of your seed words, our next guest just did a video on making these, and I went and got mine today.
Oh,
Bring
I see.
him
You
on.
didn't watch my video. I see how
Crypto
it
kindness.
is.
Sorry.
Oh, he's
dude.
muted. He's so kind. He's whispering so quietly. Oh, he's a little muty boy.
oh
Yeah, we can't hear
Oh,
you.
muty.
But while you're working on that crypto kindness, welcome to the party,
Hey, where's the
SJ.
guitar background?
I don't know. I want to make sure. I told you I want more people subscribing to your channel. I wanted to get you more attention because I think what you're doing is awesome. Can you tell everyone who doesn't know what it is that you're doing, and then I have a follow-up question.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. So when I, shortly after getting into HEX, learned about Richard Hart, wasn't really into his, like, because he was doing a lot of the like unboxing streams at the time. And I was just like, who is this dude? Like, what is up with this? And then
Oh, no.
somehow I got into the SciVive Telegram. I don't even know how I found it, but I started reading SciVive, and then I found out that there was an audio version on YouTube. And I went to that, and I'm listening to it on a plane, and it was just this like very robotic, like monotone. There's no inflection at all, and it was really difficult to listen to.
Wow,
I love
you did a good
audiobooks.
robot. That's really good. That was insanely
Hmm.
scary.
So, because I love audiobooks so much, I was just like, you know what? I got some free time every now and then. I might as well just record myself reading this, so other people can enjoy it in a way that's not so robotic sounding. So I've got up to the first part of chapter 3 of SciVive recorded. You can find it on my YouTube channel. That's also A Wild SJ. I think I've changed it. Yeah, I did. Yeah. And I just started doing a little bit more content. I'm going to do a little bit of super basic like crypto ABCs. I'm not going to be getting into in more in line of like through the lens of HEX, right? Because that's how I understand crypto at this point. Like I got in years ago, but didn't really touch it or do anything with it. And then about, a couple years, no, a year and a half ago now, Crypto Kool-Aid started yelling at me about HEX. And that's when I was like, oh, I should pay attention to these things. And then, he talked a lot about doing your own research and doing the homework. And I finally was like, okay, I'm ready to do the homework. And same, I don't remember who mentioned it earlier, but started listening to whales. And whales only, I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. Because I had just started learning about options trading. I had taken an options trading course, and then like shortly after started listening to whales only. I'm like, what am I doing with these options? No,
Yeah,
all
you
this
almost lost all
options
your
trading
money.
went straight into Hex, because I
Oh,
was just like,
man.
this makes way more sense to me. So yeah,
What a
and
save.
hi to Blue Bomb real quick.
Oh
Love your
yeah, hey
dancing.
Blue Bum. I saw Blue Bum in the chat. Oh man, who just gave a super chat? You are Davis. Davis with the super chat. Davis, you're awesome. Thank you. SJ, I mean, how amazing is that the timing is like right when you start becoming interested in something like that. I mean, I'm not gonna say it gets you the narrative is that it gets you wrecked. Did you immediately just be like, okay, I don't need to learn about this anymore, or did you continue learning? So
No,
gave you an
basically,
out?
yeah. I had paid for a course, and I was probably 80% done with it when I'd already started listening, and I had invested a little bit, and then I was just like, I can't not. It doesn't make any sense to put any money in this options trading stuff anymore. Like I just saw the glory of Hex and what it is and how it works, and couldn't turn around. It's like we're full force forward on this.
That's awesome. I mean, that's like Jenkins is the same. I think he was a Forex trader or something and said that Hex saved him from it. I mean, he still does. He's in the meme coin thing, and I guess some people have feelings about that. But that's great because margin trading, options trading on margin. Yeah, I don't think it's whatever, to each his own. If you want to do it, I don't want to speak badly about it because people got to make money however they're going to make it. But to be able to just be like, oh, I just hold this thing.
Speak badly about
We'll
it.
learn eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's most likely.
Davis, you're the best. What do we get? We got a super sticker of a bear riding a firework. Thank you.
Did he
That's
describe
amazing.
it in the sticker? Or
Will be YouTube
Or it
describes it
describes it to us.
automatically.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
he really
rescreen.
went into the detail there.
He's not that creative, guys.
Okay, that's funny.
There's another explanation that I put down below that.
Yeah, I'm showing that how Davis, it's poker winnings.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
So, kindness, say something.
Oh yeah, let's see if he's.
Nope. All right. While
You
we're-
might have to
while
leave
we're-
and come back. That helped me.
Yeah, try
Could be
that, man.
or it could be his source audio isn't the same as what.
And while we're
Chris
doing
is
that, I'm
picking
gonna
up.
bring another guest to the stage, looking really nice
It
today.
is a party. Woo.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, family.
I know that guy.
What's up?
Hey,
Oh yeah, you guys know each other. You can sit right next to each other since you're friendly.
me and SJ go way back now. Good to see
A
you.
couple weeks.
How far are we talking?
I mean, it's been how long has it been SJ? I've I guess a couple of months now. I'm not actually sure. It was
Oh,
before
really?
before the Hexpo. A few weeks before that, we got in touch with just a mutual thing that I'm doing. I was looking for someone to head up all the social media for the NFT project that I'm doing, and SJ fit the bill perfect. I think we talked to, I don't know, 10 or 11 people, and it's like simple little interview. And
I didn't know
SJ,
that.
yeah, it was great.
Wow.
So
Ego
I'm
boost.
really fortunate.
Nice.
What's that, KFK?
I said, wow, ego boost out of 10.
Bing, bing.
He's everywhere now. Everywhere I look, it's SJ Wow. So I'm glad that the community is getting introduced to her in a bigger way because she needs a platform. She's skilled.
So SJ, that you let out a little bit. You clearly know Crypto Kool-Aid from before. Do you see Finn Bear's thing on the screen? Does it get intense?
Dude,
Crypto Kool-Aid's
so
the best.
He's like lost friendships because of it, because he's so adamant about the fact that this is going to change lives, that we have mutual friends that he just has excommunicated because he's over it. He's just like, I tried, and if you're not going to listen to me, like, I'm done. So yeah, I don't even know how many people he's onboarded, but he calls me his second general.
Second general, nice.
Yeah. Because I really
it's-
dove in,
Yeah, I mean, everyone has different stories of how they got in and how many different times someone had to tell them, or the amount of research that they had to do, or the questions they had to, someone related to me just decided to do their own stuff and was digging up like stuff that I didn't even care to find out about. And I was like, listen, keep doing whatever you need to do, all the research you need to do for the next couple weeks, but something Zen saying about a lotus growing from the mud, figure that out. And they literally, like, within a couple of days, they came back and were like, you're right. I totally get it. And what you start to see, if you really care, is that those articles, those old stories, are kind of flimsy, and they don't have a lot to them. But that noise is so drowned out, at this point. I'm saying hi to Gold Key. Good to see you, man. This is, for how many people we have watching, this is the craziest chat has ever been on any stream. I can't keep up. I have no idea how any of you with real audiences, like with hundreds of people, do it. But
I just don't stream anymore.
And you just don't listen to any of them.
I'm trying to have some friends here. Oh wait, here, kindness. How many people we can get back in? Try it again.
No.
Oh man.
Use your phone, bro.
Try again.
I'll just get really good at lip reading.
Yeah.
CIA.
With closed captions.
Davis super chat just pitching in for the power bill.
Hilarious.
Here, Davis, you get some disco lights.
Dude, you got to go in your settings.
Go to settings. Yeah, go to settings.
Check your audio input. Make sure it's the same one that's down in your. I don't know if you're using Windows. Hopefully,
that's why.
Mac, you're doomed.
That's all he needs is the PBR.
And you just go to your sound settings.
Coffee beverage.
You got to change it there too. Your source stuff.
And you can. There's probably maybe 2 or 3 sound settings. Just try every one until it works.
And if you do change it in your computer settings, you may have to exit this and come back for it to like update.
You rugged.
You might be able to.
Matty, did you dress up for this?
Heck no, man. It's my pajamas, dude.
Oh, okay.
I bet.
Pants. Don't stand
Matty's
up.
too
Please do not stand up.
It's only a shirt. I wear a shirt and thong everywhere I go.
What?
That's so good.
And the chat went down to about 6 people now. That's nice.
Yeah, all 7 viewers, which is
same color every day, so you don't have to make a decision, right?
Which everyone on
Same color.
screen is just looking at it from another monitor, basically.
It's just furry cheetah print. Nice.
I just never pictured Matty in a thong until that moment, and it was too much for my young brain.
The quality
Now
of
you
Panda
can't
Sugar,
unpicture
just
it.
like cliff,
Yeah.
just straight off. It didn't trail or anything. It was nice. Okay, it's Friday, guys. We got a lot to play stuff here a little
It's
bit.
Friday. It's cheetah print day, so
Apparently, I just like you're wearing a tie.
You guys look sharp too, man. I like the lights on Pandas and Rags' lights behind him. It looks nice.
We're partying.
hey, CryptoGrafx, what are you most excited about when it comes to PulseChain, PulseX? You're doing a lot of deep stuff, right? So,
Yeah. Oh,
kinda
I
curious
would.
what you think.
I'd definitely have to say PulseX. I'm excited about PulseChain, but PulseX is just nuts. The more I look into it, the more it just seems like it's like the coin in the trio. It's just insane.
It'll get out there eventually.
Y'all get a room. Y'all get a room.
I was gonna say I'm gonna remove the rest of us and let's go. Keep talking about it. I want to see some. I mean, it's because two guys doing deep analysis, excited about PulseX. It's the most amazing thing ever. It's so good.
It's a crazy coin. It's a crazy token, man. It's gonna be nuts. I can't wait.
Why
for it.
would I buy PulseX initially over PulseChain?
Yeah, don't see what happens.
That's a good
Like
bullshit.
I'm a noob here, man. I mean, we got people in the chat. Like, what's the deal? What's the deal with this PulseX stuff?
It's actually worse if we tell people to buy it. Then you can buy less. So
That's a good point.
Is that
just
what you're doing?
I'm gonna start
Yeah,
flooding
yeah,
it
yeah.
so I can get a good extra buy-in.
Dirty dog, you.
K for
Well.
K says PulseX is a scam.
I see what you're trying to do there. You have way too many videos out. No one's buying that. No one.
I
is
know,
buying
dude. I
that.
released like 8 videos in 2 days or something stupid over like that. That was crazy.
That was wild.
So
to
much
watch.
to make videos on. So good.
All right,
Stuff
I'm
people
gonna
need to
pull
learn,
some. I'm gonna pull
like bridging.
some images on screen, so we have some things to comment on.
Oh, I hope it's not Matty.
Oh yeah,
And,
it's got
you know what?
What?
Gstringdivas.org. Yeah.
Oh gosh, no.
What did you
Matt,
ask
no.
about your OnlyFans page?
You're the playmate of the month, dude. Don't talk to me about OnlyFans.
Yeah, Matty. Wait, hang on. I gotta get rid of this other chat thing first. Yeah, Matty. If we get it, what's the super chat amount we need to have to see the cheetah?
To see him stand up.
I heard.
All right. Here's something bullish.
Oh, Google Trends.
Yeah.
Look at the
Google
trajectory,
Trends.
dude.
For this is and by the way,
break the
I didn't draw this. This is from Google. But this, I mean, look at this down here. I can move this? No, I can't move it. I mean, the big jump is obviously right after everything was announced. Maybe the name looks like was that July. But look at this. I mean, it's about to pop.
Compare it to
is about to
PulseX.
pop.
Can you add PulseX in there? Or is this a snapshot image?
I did a screenshot. I just wanted to find.
He doesn't want to share his
In,
screen.
Let me do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, go ahead, man. No, in case you guys were boring, I wanted to have some bullish stuff to share.
Well,
But
so you're
so
telling us
far-
we're boring.
Wow, what a
far-
burn.
God,
Yeah,
what a great
right?
host.
Reminds me of that PulseX buy and burn.
Yeah.
2 million already. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh man.
Rags, you want to share your screen?
Yes, I do. Unfortunately, this is not a logarithmic chart, fellas. Sorry.
Uh-oh.
All right. Let's
Yeah, you
check.
got. He's reading the room properly. You don't want to get an earful.
Is anyone invited to this stream?
Dude, it's a
Panda?
party. As long as they know the passcode.
How was I supposed to get in? Because you didn't send me any link or anything until later.
I know.
So
I wanted
We've
you to
got
feel like
PulseX
maybe
blue.
you couldn't come and then invite you at
Okay.
the last minute. Yeah.
Right.
PulseX
All
in
right,
blue.
Rex, you got
We've got PulseChain in red. So definitely PulseX has gotten a massive amount of attention, much
That's
more
right.
than PulseChain in its entirety. Well, let's actually go back. There's no reason to go
Well,
back.
January 10th was that the end of the best time to buy?
Yeah,
in the
January
sacrifice phase?
10th.
Yeah, January 9th. So like that kind of makes sense.
Here's the interesting. Both of them are trending upwards. PulseX looks like it's got a higher trajectory. And then let's see. South Carolina, the biggest place of interest. You must be from South Carolina, K4K. Cool.
Hey,
Yeah.
Rags, can you pull it? Do worldwide.
Why would I?
Try
Worldwide.
worldwide. Yeah.
All right.
It's like an election map.
It is.
Now, is that little peak right there,
Kenya.
right? Just the last couple of days that it's got that heavy peak?
Yeah. This is the projected based on probably search volume.
I wonder if that's
value
because
for
of the
this
pump
point-
that Hex had.
Say what?
I wonder if that was because of the pump the last day or two that Hex has had.
Let's check.
Getting more people into it, looking at it.
K4K, you can send the
What?
link to whoever. If anyone in chat wants to come in,
Okay, I
let me
will.
know. Okay.
I'll
So
do
the
it.
highest interest for PulseX in the world is Kenya.
What the?
No, that's where my
Uh,
VPN goes.
Say what?
That's where my VPN goes.
That's why I figured.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know
the
if I'd wanna
K4K
use-
calling
would I want to use
Google.
a
He's calling
a
out Google.
VPN from Kenya? Do I want to do
No,
that?
I don't think that's a good way to get accepted into anything.
No.
Like
So
I
very
do
interesting.
Estonia sometimes, and sites are like, nah.
Yeah, so average in terms of average interest, obviously Hex is higher just because it's been around longer, but all three of these are curving upwards right now, so it's pretty interesting.
On the up and up.
Yep.
So that's the first bullish thing.
Yeah.
Matty
isn't
Crypto.
bullish? What isn't bullish about this whole thing going
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good call. Good call, K4K. So Matty, you got something bullish to share? It's kind of a potluck today.
Oh,
And you can pass for now, but everyone just has to bring something bullish.
well, the thing that KVK was just talking about the last couple of days, when I watch his channel, it gives me hype, man. I'm obviously bullish on everything pulse related and Hex and Richard Hart products, but when I see that buy and burn stuff, I don't know why that resonates so heavy with me, because the idea of that deflationary buy and burn, man, it's so exciting. I used to think that it was just what?
Oh, I'm getting excited. You getting excited? I'm
Hey,
like,
okay,
I'm just
you-
thinking about it.
Mute
Oh,
your,
you
mute
go.
your moans. Mute your
I'm full
moans
mute.
while he's talking.
I better go on
Waist
mute. I
maneuver.
gotta go on mute.
It's true, man, because I get really, really excited. I think just because I'm in this stuff pretty heavy, I've been waiting so long, like most of us are. And it's like the HEX days when it was Bitcoin HEX and the adoption amplifier is getting ready to launch and you don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen when PulseChain actually launches. Are we going to have, a dip, people selling some of that stuff? And the only people that can get Pulse are the ones can get it are the ones who are selling it. You had to sack for your Pulse. So it's a whole lot of little nuances I think that PulseChain has that's really unique to anything in crypto. And the buy and burn thing is so silly. If the volume is like what you're talking about, and it's like one day it's 1 billion per day. I think you were saying it's like a 700,000
Oh yeah,
automatic-
market buy.
Yeah, that market buy, that really got me excited. That's my biggest bullish thing. Because I think we can get to million or the billion
Yeah.
per day. If that happens and it's 700K
And
just to start, not including the rest of the stuff.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
crazy, man. Just crazy.
And it can't really be sandwich attacked anymore because it's iterated over so many transactions. It's not like, oh, here's a huge buy, so the slippage is going to be crazy, and then a sandwich attack could happen. Now it's like, oh, little buy, little buy, little buy, little buy, every block pretty much. And so it's just a constant buying pressure. There's always a buyer for PulseX forever. As long as anything else is ever traded on the exchange, there's a buyer for PulseX.
Is there anything in crypto
how do you beat
that's similar to that?
Is there anything similar? There's like the only thing I can think of is like maybe Binance has one where with Cake, but they're very hyperinflationary. Like they've multiplied their total supply many times. So it's like, okay, it has to do a 2x to make up for the double X in a coin supply. Because like and you're also earning yield in like whenever you stake Cake, you're earning yield in Cake, which means, oh, you want to take profit? You're gonna have to dump the price to do that. Whereas with PulseX, you stake it, you earn other tokens. You dump those, you can buy more PulseX that earns you more tokens. And so you just kind of, it's just GG. Good game, crypto. How do you beat that?
Yeah.
Well, it's
And
being
I
bought
feel
up.
like everybody's going to be in PulseX. You're kind of forced to if you want to do any kind of swaps. I mean, I'm sure down the road there'll be other people that try to do swaps on
Like
PulseChain.
they could use Uniswap, but there's no liquidity there anymore. All the PRC20s are gone. Someone would have to restock it, but most people are going to be using PulseX already. Also, it's cheaper fees for users to be there. So why would they go to Uniswap when they pay an extra like 3%? No, it's not like it's 3% extra fee because it's 0.01 more. So yeah, it's like why would users go over there when it's going to start off very low liquidity? So they're going to get a worse slippage. And so they have the problem. Every other exchange has the problem of you can't make a second eBay because eBay already has all the users and sellers, buyers and sellers. It's hard to restart something like that because no one wants to go there because there's no buyers yet. So no sellers go there. And no sellers go there because there's no buyers. So the same problem with every other DEX that's going to be default starting there because they're going to be already harvested and all their liquidity is going to be in PulseX. And so that's where all the liquidity is. It's like we're the giant eBay and no one can take it away from us. So good luck.
And all the influencers will be talking about PulseX. So much content is going to be about PulseX as opposed to anything else that may come along.
Yeah. I think it's just going to be fun to watch that burn number go up and you can count the dollars that have been burned from the supply and it was buy pressure. It's not like, okay, we deleted some that wasn't going to be sold anyway. Okay, well, this is actually purchasing the price up and then it never can be sold. So it's only buy pressure. It's like a billionaire just dollar cost averaging in every day. He never stops, never runs out, only grows as the ecosystem grows. And DeFi is still growing. Like we 8x the DEX volume in a year. If we do that again, okay, good night. Good night, everybody.
Brand new.
That's
DeFi's
it.
brand new, man. It's brand new.
Yeah,
And
I
the
mean, and
DEXs are too.
the mechanics and the technology part of it is set, and this is why consistently I think everyone is talking about the importance of us doing everything we can to keep creating content and promoting things. And SJ, I have a question for you, knowing that you're doing, that you are proficient in social media. I consistently see people doing things that I see them excited, and I appreciate the passion about what it is they're doing. But I fancy myself somewhat knowledgeable about marketing, and I see people making specific mistakes. Like, for example, hey, if you're not you, SJ, but generally speaking, if you have a YouTube channel and you want people to follow you, if you're giving them a call to action, you need a link. You got to put a link to the channel. Like, a pretty picture doesn't do anything. Don't make them search. Are there things that you see people doing on everyone that's on HEX Twitter, PulseChain, PulseX Twitter it wants to do the best they can to sell this and help promote it? Are there things that you're seeing, mistakes that you're seeing, or do you have any advice for anyone that's on Twitter in ways that they can go about the content or sharing or liking, anything that they can do that where you're just like, you see them and you're like, no, not that. do it in some other way?
I wouldn't say I've seen anything, or maybe haven't paid attention that closely to see it glaring mistakes. Someone that I do not only follow, but really advise everyone to follow if you don't already, and to also watch their replies and look at how they interact. Hexlina Pulse a lot. That account, like they know how to do the social media, like especially with Twitter, obviously, like that's their biggest main account. Just the way that they build up Richard and build up the HEX community and the environment and like all of their engagement. That's a great, for me, that's a great pointer to how to do it. And just like you're saying, make sure you include links. You don't want people to have to go search for your content. You want to be able to provide clips. K4K, he's doing a fantastic job, especially with when you go to his Twitter feed, he's got those little clips, like just little short videos, and that's going to lead you to more of his content. So that's another thing too, kind of cascading your content so that, you have a little bit of something here, and then that's leading you to look a little bit deeper, and, you kind of go down the rabbit hole of whatever content that is that you're looking at. So that's kind of just one basic thing.
Well, I hope everyone heard that except for him, because he doesn't need a bigger head. But, that is, oh, here it comes.
I heard my name.
Nothing.
No,
nothing.
Thank you for that, though. I mean, it is important, and I think that there are. I like the ethos that we have here of teaching people. There are so many, like, there's just so many people with different skills that they can offer. I'm gonna bring on another guest here in a second, but I want to show something here, and then anyone can jump onto this. Rags, I'll have you take it first, and then I've got a response to it as well. CryptoSloth will bring on in just a sec.
Did Crypto Kindness just like, he's like, never mind then?
He quit trying.
He tried. Crypto Kindness, if you're watching, man, keep trying, dude. Well, we hung in with SJ.
What is that?
And so Rags, take a look at this.
Hey guys, just got here. Have you talked about the fact that ETH is going to be launched with full transfer of assets to proof of stake by end of June? So I guess you're wanting a comment on how that's going to affect maybe PulseChain. I still don't think there's any competition. It's because you're just going to have an exact replica of your assets already. But on PulseChain, you're going to get a copy of what you have on ETH already. On top of that, it takes 33 ETH to be a validator on Ethereum's PulseChain, proof of stake network. So that kind of stinks as well. I think we're still going to be faster with higher throughput. I think I don't think a lot of people know about PulseChain yet, but when they find out that everything that they have on Ethereum is copied over to PulseChain, and then they get a taste of our community, I really don't think there's any type of competition. The PulseChain community, or the Ethereum community, is so spread out and diluted. And that's a major advantage that we have, because we're so connected and we have the same message, and it's going to be a lot easier to onboard new folks, especially when all these influencers find out that they can bless their audience with the fact that, oh yeah, add MetaMask, add the PulseChain network, and boom, I'm going to make.
Still won't help their fees either, so they can still bridge assets to PulseChain.
Right. It's funny. PulseChain may be a big driver in helping their fees. I mean, once this gets going and rolling, a secondary effect will be we're gonna help their fees.
It will. So I don't think.
Anybody else have anything to add?
I just hope they don't have any major updates before we launch, because then we have to be compatible with like how Ethereum state is up
That
until
is
like
that
block
is
4.
scary. Yeah.
So
That's a good point.
it's like, I hope
Well,
they
that
don't have
already
super
happened,
major
right?
update that cause any issues, because then we just have longer development time. I don't want that.
Didn't that happen already earlier in the summer?
Yeah, was that with
EIP
like T1?
1559?
Yeah, that like caused a bunch of issues.
Yeah.
I think so. Don't want that happening again.
I don't think I think June being the launch is that's really bullish. Not bullish necessarily. That's bullish if you're on Ethereum. But in an interview recently, Vitalik himself said some people say June, some people say July and August. He's not in charge. I'm sorry, but he's a nice poster boy for it. I mean, it's his invention. But the miners are running everything. And they sent a note out last year telling miners, make sure that you're cash flow positive by the end of the year. Do you think that the miners were just like, oh, okay, sweet, we'll go ahead and burn all the equipment, burn all of this hardware that we've made? Or you think they're like, no, you don't know how this is going to go. We are going to make sure that this takes as long as possible. And I don't blame them for it. If you own a business and everything that you spent money on is going to be obsolete, you're going to squeeze as much as you possibly can, even if it means that some people don't like you in doing it. So I think June is really aggressive. I don't think that's realistic. What I do, Rags, I mean, I liked what you said. It doesn't really matter because PulseChain is a better Ethereum. It's a better BSC. But I do think that because we have our work cut out for us in terms of adoption and letting people know about it, that the longer amount of time that PulseChain is live with Ethereum 2.0 not being live, the better for all of our efforts.
Yeah, it concerns me. We got to get PulseChain launched before
We're
kind of what
close,
Paper
though.
K said. Yeah.
Yeah, but like we're so close. Like I
We're
see,
very
I said in one of my videos while I'm in the middle of.
Hey.
Hey everybody. Maybe we'll just say
Hey
hello.
everybody, how's it going?
Hey.
Hello.
Can you hear me all
Good to
What's
see
up?
you both.
Are the-
Heinz Crypto, thanks
I
for the
think
super chat.
Both these people are famous in the Twitter spaces, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think they're a little bit famous. Yeah. Just
How about this? Sequoia, introduce yourself first, and then CryptoSloth, you're next.
Hey y'all. Yeah, I'm often in Twitter spaces, usually like 24/7, rotating with famous. And yeah, I'm usually moderating the space, trying to keep it under control and
causes a
productive
lot of
conversation.
problems. Yeah.
I cause problems.
Yeah,
Oh,
you cause a lot of problems.
I resolve the problems.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm CryptoSloth, everybody. I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel. Talk mostly about Hedron, but we'll see if I talk about anything else in the future too. But
Nice.
yeah, it's a pleasure to be on here.
Pleasure to have you.
You're welcome, brother.
You made a channel
thanks
just
for
about
coming.
Hedron?
Not just about Hedron. I made a channel because I felt like I had a lot to say about Hedron. And it's pretty much just an outlet for me to channel my thoughts and ideas in a public fashion. So there's
Good.
no agenda specifically. No.
That's what I did.
I'm not tied to any specific chord. Obviously, I'm a huge Hexagon, big Hedron fan, but I'm just going to talk whatever interests me at the time.
Nice. Thanks so much for coming on. And I just got to say, be bullish, bro. Your profile name is a misnomer. It's like calling a fat guy tiny with these kind of comments. But I get it. We are here to take ETH's market share, but PulseChain is its own thing. It's its own thing at this point.
Super chat.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get to that too because it's from a good one.
A good one? You ever get a bad one?
Sometimes I'll let you know.
Are those from Matty? The bad
What?
ones?
Oh no, is this for Matty? I think this is I see it. Belly Brand, thank you so much for the super chat. And I got people in the green room. I got chats. Sloth, good to see you. You're getting some love from Red Squirrel, from one animal to another.
Hey, what's up,
Red squirrels everywhere.
We're all animals.
Yeah, we're all animals, exactly. And Bally Brand, thank you for the super chat, but you are a good one, but you're
Dude, you do not want to get on Brand's bad side.
I
Have you
like
seen his-
everyone the same.
Have you seen it? Have you seen his shot spread? It's a little
Yeah.
too good.
No.
For his shooting videos, he's like, "Yeah, I can hit your heart 10 times in a second
Yeah, he's like
from a mile away."
1 inch
Holy.
spread from a mile away. Yeah, wrecked. Yeah.
Really?
Pew, 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 pew. I made all those units up, but he did like there was like this big a spot. I don't know how far he was shooting from, but it was like pew, 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 pew. It's really good.
I like those realistic gun sounds.
Yep. I only shot my first gun this year, ever.
What was
Actually,
it?
no, maybe it was last year. It was for hunting. First
Are
time ever.
you still with that girlfriend or no?
Which one?
Oh,
Which
never mind. It was a
What?
dude.
What's that have to
We've
do
gone
with
from
my
we've gone from 85
hunting
viewers
story?
to 4.
There we go.
You shot your girlfriend. You shot your girlfriend. That was the point.
Oh, I thought that might be your joke, but I was like giving you a way out. Oh well.
No, I was giving you a way out or a way in.
Oh no! He just doubles down.
Dude, we got some chess going on here, dude.
That's kind of how it goes. That's how it goes. Pew pew, Bobby.
You ever
Hexel
worry
Ryan.
about the reflections in your glasses, Rags?
Oh, I do. I expect somebody to zoom in one day, and I've left something very special. For
Have
people.
you just like you leave like a troll screen up? That's
I
like
do.
I hope someone.
Nobody's done it
screen
yet.
caps this?
Nobody's done it yet, but somebody will.
That's actually genius.
Bobby.
That like get somebody to do that. I like
Do you
And they still
what
won't
happened
do
to
it.
your LED glasses that spell the words?
Those are for very special occasions.
Oh,
Very
thanks.
special occasions. So it'll come. It'll be
Alright,
here.
You know, I don't need you. I got my own. I got my own lights there.
Yeah, you basically just dissed this whole show.
No, actually, it's you know what? It's like the biggest compliment that he can give.
That's the closest to a compliment that you'll get.
Pretty much it. All right, I'm gonna show another graphic.
We must be getting boring again. Crap.
No. You said it.
I'm so jealous. 'cause
Somebody
Sequoia
somewhere out there
and
is
SJ got
seizing
to talk
because
to
of your
Richard.
lights, Panda.
You think
Somebody
so?
somewhere. Yeah, they're seizing right now.
All right.
That makes me feel. Have you ever been
Sequoia,
attacked by a
what's-
great white?
What's it like to talk to Richard on the daily?
Oh, on a daily, it's I'm so used to it. It's just, what can I say? It gets boring sometimes. I gotta bring him back to
Yeah,
to
you ever correct
normal.
him when he's wrong?
On a daily, Yeah, did y'all?
If you want some help on correcting anybody when they're wrong, K4K wrote a book about it.
On how to correct him? I don't
Yeah, I
correct
see you
people.
do it on
just
Twitter all
release
the
more
time.
good information, and hopefully it drowns out the bad information. That's the plan.
Sequoia, tell chat what happened. There's probably a lot of people that don't know.
Yeah.
I want to.
So I was thinking about that too. So I don't know if the rest of y'all got a chance to go back and check out on Hex to Learn's YouTube channel. We had Richard Hart come into our Twitter space because there was this guy. I don't even want to give him
I wouldn't say his
cred.
name.
Exactly. So this guy comes into our space and he was wanting to debate Richard Hart about NFTs. So through
He was,
our
wasted.
magical powers. Oh, he was totally wasted. Oh my gosh. We talked to him probably for about an hour before we actually got Richard Hart to come into our Twitter space and talk to this guy directly. And it was just a shit show. I don't know how else to put that, but it was I felt so bad for this guy wasting Richard Hart's time essentially. I mean, it wasn't a waste of time ultimately because it really showed how patient Richard Hart is and understanding and it was great ultimately. However, yeah, I tried to do my best to moderate that conversation a little bit, and ironically at this time I actually wasn't host or co-host, so I was just a speaker, and I just I didn't have my buttons, and I was like, oh my god, I need to mute this guy.
Wow.
Don't
was
take away her
rough.
buttons.
I know.
Do not take
So
this woman's buttons.
Yo, don't press them hard either.
Did he have any valid points?
Did the
Yeah,
guy
that's what
have
I was
valid
curious about. Was
points?
anything smart? Was anything anything intelligent?
No. So I tried to get this guy, like I told him directly, I was like, you need to have a conversation one-on-one with me before you do anything with Richard Hart. Because if anyone knows about NFTs and NFTs in like the HEX PulseChain like ecosystem, I'm there, and Steak and Apes, of course, right? So we were waiting. He initially, right, he wanted to do a live stream with Richard, but Richard Hart just ended up coming into the space, so we just like couldn't really control it much more from there. And yeah,
the guy was like requesting things about how Hex needs to deal with NFTs. Richard tells him we have NFTs with Hex with Hedron, and the guy just like wouldn't listen at all. Like he would just keep saying the same thing, and Richard's like, you just ignored my answer. It's like nothing productive is happening here. Richard's like, I'm out. He's
exactly.
Like, good luck spreading this the word here, and then that guy got like kicked because we were like, wow, we just wasted Richard's time.
Yeah,
Poor
and
Richard.
we had talked to him. I know, right? We talked to him about Hedron and the stakes. Doing the NFC stuff. Like I tagged him, me and multiple other people had tagged him into the post directly. And yeah, he still just like he was like, oh, Hex NFTs, what? We're like, we told you 5 times already.
Yeah, the guy was not all there, so it was kind of just oof.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what it must sound like to try to say NFT a lot if you're drunk. It already sounds like kind of a it already sounds like a mispronounced word. Maybe I don't want to.
He had so much pent up energy inside of him. It was rough.
He was like a little kid who's angry at the world. He was just like, NFTs are going up. I'm so upset. Like, why isn't Hex going up? Hex needs NFTs to work. It's like, what? And he was like really mad. Like, I can't. It's so cringe what I heard from a grown
Bear
man.
says non-functioning testicle.
What?
I want to show it, but I want to keep this. I want to keep this love chat up on the screen to bug Brandon. You know, I made the other weekend, maybe it was last weekend, I made like 50 ETH rocks for people.
Wait, ETH rocks, come on.
Explain your deep rock, sir.
What is it?
So do you know ETH rocks? Do you remember
back in the day?
Yeah, back in the day.
Rock.
Back in the day, like 2 months ago.
2 months
whatever.
ago, yeah.
That's like a year in crypto time.
I was like, I mean, I'd had a couple drinks and it was Friday night or something. And I said, hey, listen, you remember ETH rocks? Well, I'm giving mine away. It doesn't really do anything. If you want one, comment below. And so anyone, if they put laughing, if they put a laughing emoji, then I'd be like, here's yours, bro. And I think I probably did 50 of them. And by the end of by Sunday, I had people that weren't even in our community that were like, I want one. So yeah, it was fun. You either saw it or you missed it, but then there were other Hexkins that were shilling Hex in the comments. But I just took the ETH rock and made changes to it based on whatever profile someone sent. I kept telling people, I was like, you have to promise not to sell this. People were like, okay.
ETH rock. Crypto influencer dabbles in methamphetamine. Story at 11.
All right. So hang on. Let me show another graphic. So I saw some people comment on this. So I'm going to show this. Oh, that's not it. Sorry. Hang on a sec.
I like that one.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this. Yeah. Me too. Well, I saw some people showing screenshots of Hex and testnet being, what was it, $27 or something?
Yeah.
Seems reasonable.
36. I saw.
At some point. But I love this, ladies of Hex. This is for anyone who may have lost perspective and the noise. Eye on the prize. Hexkins Hex. This is possible and it will happen. It's funny because this is what I've told friends. If people ask me about crypto, I usually say, don't invest in crypto. You'll lose all your money. And then they're like, okay, now what are you doing? What do I buy? But when I described, even before PulseChain, when I described Hex, I said Hexicans are psychos and they're not going to stop until Hex is at least $1. And that's a pretty convincing thing to people. And so I love that tweet. That was actually, I think today or yesterday, because we get, I mean, I was going to do this party no matter what the HEX price was. We went up to, did we wick to like 15 cents or something earlier?
Mhm.
I'm like, yay, everyone loves each other. And then you're like, wait, what's the price? Oh, we're at 13 cents. Oh, geez, you suck. You know, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Eyes on the prize. We know where this is going. And we have so many things to look forward to, so many things to just either participate in or just observe. It's just so exciting. And someone asked earlier, what's this party for? Which is awesome because there's no reason.
Well, HEX is great, you know, and the people who are super HEX maxi. Here's one thing you got to think about. You go on one side of town to go to fast food, for example, and you've got 7 different fast food restaurants within a quarter mile of each other. Now, I guarantee if there was only one fast food restaurant there, they actually would not have the amount of sales that those 7 would because of all the collective marketing of all those 7 bringing people to that side of town. So I'm going to say that with PulseChain. We get to $1 with HEX because of PulseChain and PulseX and Hedron and all these other things. All those profits are going to be pushed into HEX because HEX is literally designed to hold that and appreciate value, and you earn yield off of that. So it's going to be a really cool tool for the entire ecosystem to play with. And I think that we see HEX at $1, you know, soon after, maybe a year or less after PulseChain launches.
That's a great point. That's why they do food courts, or, you know, they developers plan things accordingly.
You're leveraging other people's work and other people's advertising dollars, and it's a destination too. Same thing with bars. Why do they put all the bars on the same strip? It's because people bar hop. It's going to be the same thing. It's you know, if you're in this ecosystem, then you want to have a piece of everything, and it's gonna help everybody out.
I just want to read Maui Hexen's comments a while ago. He said Richard Hart was also dealing with the vid, and he still took time to come out at the community call. He is the best founder ever.
Very true. Working hard.
Yeah, the dude's like sick in bed. He's like, let me school this guy from my pillows. Like, all right, you do it, Richard. It reminded me of that one. He was like around the blockchain. Everyone else is like in a suit and tie or showing up looking all nice, bright room. He's like, yeah, and this is why your project sucks. He's like sleeping on the bed. He's like camera. He's like friend comes in the room. He's like, I'm on a stream. You gotta leave. Yeah. He does not care. He's way above like any other founders in crypto. Anybody else talking about crypto? They talk about crypto. He's actually building it. New stuff. He's like new frontier style stuff.
I'd love to know his work schedule. Like, what time does he wake up? How much of his day is just spent just working and working? One time I was talking to him and he said, I get up, I work as much as I can on HEX stuff until I can't stay up anymore and just goes to sleep. Just crazy, man. That kind of drive is nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of drive is, you know, I mean, some might disagree, but that's just in you. That's part of that's your movement, your karma, if you will. It just happens. And thank goodness that's his, because I don't think he ever stops. And I think that in a lot of ways, it's super useful. And you can also see at certain times when it gets to him, like, you could tell that he didn't like how the Peter Schiff debate went, because you could see over the next couple of days, he finally moved past it. But over the next couple of days, like even that night, he's like, what I should have said was, so to have that debate play over and over in his head, and it just shows just the type of person that he is. And we talk about this, and I've heard, you know, other people talk about it. Like, I just trust the guy. I do. I mean, I think the worst thing about crypto, honestly, for me personally, is having to think about stuff, having to keep your eyes on it. Everyone will say, oh, you just buy it and then you forget about it. That hardly ever works with certain things. And I feel like you can do that. You can just listen to Richard Hart. And then as far as as far as marketing goes and promoting, then we've got this amazing community that will take care of it for you.
Absolutely.
It's so awesome. Ballet Brand, man, dude.
Yeah,
thank you.
Ballet, thank you.
Thank you for the super chat.
Was that
so good?
133? Is that because of the HEX price? Is that why we did that?
Well, he owes $5 more because it's 13.8 cents. Just kidding, man.
Wow.
I'm totally kidding. I'm actually trying to keep the chats on the screen to a minimum so everyone can see. Because here's why I asked SJ about social media and marketing. Because look at that screen. Now you know SJ. So I'm going to hide some of the other chats for now so everyone can see your names. And what I'll do is when this is done for the recording, I will just DM me all of all's Twitter accounts and your YouTube channels, and I'll make sure that everything's there in the description for everyone. I appreciate all of you guys coming on and celebrating whatever we're celebrating.
Panda, I gotta go.
The $5.
Oh,
You said
geez.
$5 more.
Come on, man.
You're a dick, man. Panda, you're a dick.
No, I feel like a dick, but here's the deal. The price is now 14.2 cents.
Oh,
No, I'm
don't
just
do
kidding.
it again.
Brand, yeah, don't do that. You're awesome. That's so good.
Ballet
Dude, I
Brand,
can-
the legend.
I gotta think up a great number to super chat you back next time you stream, bro. Thank you so much. That's where these.
1337.
That's where. Yeah, they're. Ooh.
If the price
That's
goes
where the
down, do you have to
super
send
chats
him
go.
back money?
Oh yeah.
But no, I mean that's where a lot of these super chats go. Is just other super chats. The big winner being Google, but it's still fun.
Panda, I gotta roll, man. My baby mama, pregnant cat, she fell down the stairs. I gotta take her to the vet, and I have bingo hall with Fin Bear in an hour, so I gotta bounce, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all be good. CryptoSloth, nice to meet you. CryptoGrFX, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
SJ,
you.
nice to see you again. Matty, my man. Sequoia, whatever. K4K,
Nice to meet you,
you
man.
good, brother? Panda, I'm out. Chat.
That was the biggest
See you, brother.
believe I've ever heard.
Sequoia, the funny thing is that you got the best goodbye.
I know,
I'm
right? Like it
Yeah,
just
whatever.
obviously
See you, Rags.
Yeah, bye.
it shows the impact I have on you.
Bye.
Oh,
You say yeah, bye. He's out.
He's a great baby man. Rags is a quality.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. Rags, if you're still on. No, he bounced. Okay. Let me check.
Did you have to go
Finbear now. Finbear, you contact Rags directly. We're not your secretaries here.
does he just do whatever Rags tells him? Do I have to go
No,
somewhere?
I think he said he's doing something. They're doing something.
Oh, they're doing something together. Okay,
Yeah,
in an hour? Oh.
in an hour, something like that.
interesting. I'm not sure. How long is this going for? Did you have a set time?
No,
Okay. Just wondering.
just as long as
There's a
people
comment in the chat.
find it interesting. Yeah. What do you? What comment?
There's a comment in the chat about Hadron. I think would be good to discuss really quickly, and it was from let me find it. Papa Nut Crypto. He said, "Should I buy Hadron coins or my claim coins be plenty?" And actually, that brings up a good point of something I've been thinking about Hadron and kind of how you can calculate whether the amount of Hadron you're getting off the market is a good idea or not. So what you have to remember with these coins is just like with the HEX stake, you're leveraging your time in order to gain more HEX. Because the Hadron emissions are based off B shares paying out, you're also leveraging your time to get these Hadron tokens. And so what you can do is go through all the stakes you claimed your bonus on, calculate the total number of Hadron you get over your entire stake length, and then calculate either your average price that you bought all of those shares for, or whatever the current price is now. And then take the amount of money that you want to put into HEX and figure out how much Hadron you would get off the market and compare that proportionally to the amount of Hadron you'll get in 15 years. So say you can put in 50% of the money you put in to buy all of your HEX stakes to get a 90% bump in the number of Hadron off the market. That could be a good deal because you no longer have to leverage your time to get that amount of Hadron. you're reaping the rewards of somebody else's delayed gratification that they're putting off the market. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for that. So it sounds like, I mean, I don't want to break it down to its simplest form, but it just sounds like math.
Yeah.
You just do the math. All right. So let me see something. All right, we got everyone on. All right, I'm going to show. We got Cabana Crypto is on. I want to make sure. So one of the things that I want to do is, any of you that has content, any of you that you has a channel, I want to give you a chance to just tell us a little bit about it so people can find you. In fact, if you're still in chat right now, search for these folks right now and go follow them, sub to their stuff. CryptoGRFX, we'll start with you.
Sure. Yeah. So my channel is basically going to be covering everything Pulse, HEX, PulseX, basically the Richard Heart ecosystem, of course. But the point of my channel as well is to go a little further and to kind of every once in a while bring up topics that are relevant to just like either psychological health or, you know, just the cause that, or basically what crypto itself brings as an opportunity for protection against a lot of things that are going on in the world right now. And kind of, you know, getting people in the mindset that it's not just for the money. And if it is for the money, you know, you might want to change that. Cause like a video I posted recently was about how you could wreck yourself real quick if you're not preparing yourself. And it's called like the Hedonic Effect. And so my channel is going to be a lot about crypto and also a fair amount about like philosophy and psychological health and, you know, look in the future and kind of the world events and kind of connecting all that together to make it one interesting video at a time, hopefully.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you.
How'd you pick the name?
CryptoGRFX. I don't know, just something about crypto and cryptography, and I just had seen a lot of companies in the past that had the graphics shortened to GRFX, and when I was searching for domains, CryptoGRFX, like the original actual CryptoGRFX, was just Gonzo. So I was like, well, maybe GRFX, and then boom, it was just there. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna run with that. And the logo came out, and it all just kind of fell perfectly together, and it's worked super well.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
I like it.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
I like it too, and I also like that take of get everybody getting their head straight before the money comes. You know, Matty Allen calls it sudden wealth syndrome, but you know, it's when we see the little bit of the scuffles, I'll call it that. That's always a reminder to me that that money doesn't buy happiness, and all we got to do is just wait around for all this stuff to happen. It's all in the code. Everything's going to work out. So, getting your head straight first before the money shows up is the best you can do, or you're going to spend a bunch of it running around trying to scratchless itch. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Thanks for what you're doing. K4K for the probably 3 people in chat that don't know who you are. Go ahead.
I make very lame videos. Don't subscribe to me. Oh wait, I'm not Rags. Okay. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. I make videos on sometimes crypto in general, how it's just basically the new money of the world. So I kind of explain that and try to onboard some people that way through understanding money first and then crypto. And then mostly my content is about either HEX, PulseChain, PulseX, pretty much anything Richard Heart related, because he seems to be crushing it in this space. And so I'm totally behind him on the stuff he creates in this ecosystem because he's just outperforming everything else. So I make good, detailed, thorough videos, easy to understand. I hear sometimes some people are like, "Oh, I was brand new and your video made sense to me." I'm like, I thought this was higher level stuff, but I guess it helps some people who don't know much about crypto either. So I'm glad that it's able to be understood by a lot of people. That makes it more useful, in my opinion. So that's the kind of work I do. It's just K4K Crypto on YouTube, at K4K Crypto, Twitter, same stuff.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm just going left to right. SJ.
Hello. I am A Wild SJ, and I recently rebranded because I used to be SJ Reads SciVive. Same SJ, different brand. I just decided to go with my own thing since SciVive is Richard Hart's project. I will still continue to be making SciVive content. I plan to read the whole book, so I'm like maybe a third of the, not even a third of, I don't know, we started it. So you can find that sci-fi content on my channel. And I've also, like I said, started doing a little bit of super basic, just crypto ABCs, just teaching people who might have no idea what this crypto stuff is, or, you know, what
What'd
is
you do
this
for
hex? How to spell airdrop.
Ah, there you go.
Yep.
Nice.
Working on B for blockchain. Got to get that out in the next day or two. So
I love that. That's awesome. You got 25 of them left, I guess.
yeah,
Um,
I think I'm going to do I'm going to continue the series. I'm
And
just
then the
going to
Greek
kind of keep
alphabet.
going through, because there's so many different, like I could also do B for Bitcoin, or like, you know, there's a lot of different ways to go about it. So I think I'm just going to kind of keep cycling through as I find different things to talk about. Also, shiny plug for Letheus, which I'm going to probably let Matty talk about more.
Ooh,
But
Look
you
at
can also
that. Look at
follow
that pass
Letheus.
off.
wow, that's
transition.
teamwork right there.
Damn.
The layup.
Really quick, Maddie, before you jump on, Golkeys or Hexographer is asking, please say what your channel name is again.
So I just changed it to AWildSJ. It's just like my Twitter username. So if you go to YouTube/C/AWildSJ, it'll be there.
And
I think
SJ
I
stands
searched.
for-
I found you by searching SJ Sci-Vive or something, and one of your videos came up, and I found you that way also. But all right, thanks for being here,
Yeah, thank you.
Maddie.
Yeah, so I'm Matty Crypto, and as SJ was saying, she's heading up something, doing all the social media and reaching out to people with a project I'm doing with two friends of mine that I've known for years. It's called Letheus. It's basically, we're telling the story of crypto through this medieval lens with NFTs, and the Genesis one comes out as soon as PulseChain comes out, called the Hex King. So we're doing that, and we're giving away 100 of those. We're not sure how we're going to do it, but it's going to happen in a kind of a fun way to get the community kind of involved in that, almost like a DAO, letting them tell us what they would like to see next, and just getting a really big input on where the NFTs go. Also, I got Matty Crypto on YouTube. I'm going to be interviewing KD from Internet Money tonight about 9 p.m. It's going to be a live stream. And I've got something called the PulseChain podcast, which I'm just trying to focus on just PulseChain related stuff, not just crypto in general. And hopefully doing one video a week very soon. So that's me. Busy, but
Nice,
man, it's a fun time to be in crypto, just because of the exciting things that we have as a community, and PulseChain and Hex related stuff. Once this goes live and PulseChain is a thing, after we get 30 days, 60 days, I think it's going to take over. We're in a really good spot.
I agree. And be bullish. Yeah. Thanks to K4K for dumbing it down. Be bullish. I know I gave you a little bit of shit earlier, but I appreciate you being here. And you know, asking the hard questions and getting those answers. It's true. Like if someone's thinking it, and we can address it, then we will, because other people are thinking it. So thanks for being here, and thanks for sticking around. All right. CryptoSloth.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. CryptoSloth. My YouTube channel is pretty much just my outlet to kind of talk about whatever I want crypto-wise. Mostly it's going to be focused around Richard Hart, Hex, PulseChain, that system. My kind of specialty, or what I do, is I just read and understand different protocols, different contracts, the mechanics behind them, and then try to integrate them as much as I can, and to see how they all interact with each other from a large bird's eye view. And then if I find something interesting, I'll be just talking about it on random live streams. I'm going to be talking a little bit about how to kind of, if you wanted to ratio trade a little bit when PulseX launches, kind of maybe ways to mitigate that risk. Came across something called Maximus DAO that really interests me. I'm a huge Hedron proponent, and yeah, so tune in if you want to listen to any of that.
Awesome, man. Thanks so much for being here. This morning, when I got done surfing, a friend showed me there was a mama and a baby sloth in the tree. And so
Hey, why'd you pick sloth, man? You know that guy's slow, right?
Yeah,
earlier he's just challenging everything.
No, I'm just curious. I mean, I'm just joking, like, but
Of course you are.
It's just my favorite animal, and I was like, this is a nice persona. I like it.
you watched Ice
That's
Age
about
as a kid, yes or no?
Yeah,
Kid
I think so,
sloth.
probably.
You never seen it? Oh, dude, Sid's like hilarious in that movie. He's the sloth. He's a hilarious character. Anyway,
Yeah,
Sloths are amazing.
I was hoping I was
Thanks
going
for
to
having me
guess
on. I really appreciate it.
because of Ice Age, but all right.
I actually, a couple years ago, I saw a sloth fight in a tree and I wasn't in the tree. They were, and they move slowly, but then when they strike, it's weird to watch.
Yeah, that you didn't say it was fast.
No. I mean, it was slow to get over there, like the sort of, but then when they actually swiped, it was like all they had.
I just saw a sloth last week on a zip line. It was hanging on a zip line, and the guys were recording their zip down there. Yeah, man, y'all look up on YouTube. Someone had to just put the brakes on quick, or they were gonna eat that sloth.
Oh my god! Well, here they put these green ropes over the roads. That's how they cross over, so they don't. And for monkeys too, so that they're not running across the road. So they probably just thought it was a, an efficient way to get across.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Sequoia Stone, thank you so much for being here. K4K, if you sent the link, thank you. I tried to invite as many people as I could, and then I was like, oh my gosh, what if
She
everyone
wouldn't stop
shows
asking
up?
me in the DMs for an invite.
Oh my gosh,
so.
you should have messaged. Anyone can come on. I'll do this again. If everyone had fun, I'll do this again because I just like rooting for stuff.
I sent her the invite. She didn't ask. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. So Sequoia.
Whoa,
Yes.
that's a dog. Oh, not her. Not her. I saw the dog.
Damn, dude.
I saw Matty's dog.
And next up,
Don't
Sequoia.
worry. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to be here. Thank you, Krypto Panda. Maddie, that dog is great. Like seriously, a huge distraction. Love it.
That was bad timing. I'm sorry.
No, it's great.
It's all good.
So yeah, usually most of the time you can find me on Twitter Spaces, moderating those spaces or attempting to. Yeah, I am more involved with like NFTs and stuff as well. So NFTs on PulseChain is something that I am looking forward to, and ideally like trying to make more distinguish from just like NFTs in general, like regular ones, you know, that like Richard Hart's always bashing on. So also why I was like, oh, I wish we could have actually had productive conversations about NFTs with him, because that was also the same evening that Steak and Apes released a new collection to do promotion work. Or like he gives away NFTs, right? So that we can onboard and spread the word about HEX and the Heart ecosystem. So he did a collab with me, and I worked with some of his artists to release an NFT that was recently given away to about 25 plus people. You got one? Oh, nice. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Insider trading confirmed.
It's it's great. Yeah. So if you notice, there's like another set of breasts. Anyways, I'm working on this.
You didn't mention your treasure chest whole thing.
That's
yet,
what, that's what I was doing.
Okay, go ahead.
Thanks, K4K. So the NFT project that I'm working on with our artist Jackie is Treasure Chests, which we are releasing a collection of NFTs. And we're partnered with Keep Abreast Foundation. You might be more familiar with Keep Abreast from the I Heart Boobies campaign, but we are working with them and donating 25% of our proceeds to Keep Abreast Foundation once we launch our project in October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
Hey, wait,
Yeah.
I want
So
to
we're-
hear some more information about your involvement with the Wagon DAO. Could you explain that in its entirety right now?
I would also like to add that right, we're waiting for that launch. We will launch on PulseChain, right? So that's ideally like what we'll be able to do. And since K4K has kind of mentioned, more of what we're doing to spread the word about HEX and the Heart ecosystem is trying to find other outlets and like comedic, I guess, forums of spreading the word, right? So that's where the whole Wagon DAO comes into place.
It's just like
is,
a huge meme troll box. It's hilarious.
It is.
Anyway,
It totally
yeah.
is. But we have
Probably
a
shouldn't
couple of
get into that.
videos on Hex is the Way's YouTube channel, which you can find out a lot more about the Wagon DAO.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and break now. But I will say to all of you, thank you so much for being here. This is the first party. Might do this again if everyone had some fun. Just send me in Twitter DMs all your links. I'll get them added to the description. All of you are welcome on it, at any point. If I ever do another stream, just let me know. I'll get you a link. It's been nice meeting all of you in person and those of you guys seen before. Good talking to you
Thanks
again.
for having us, Panda. Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you for bringing me.
Yeah, of
Thanks
course.
for
Of
putting
course.
this up,
This was super
Much
fun.
appreciation.
So yeah, I'll just end this by saying, oh, my power just turned out. Maybe it ended it for me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're still there.
Okay, perfect. Thank you all for creating content, whether it is videos, YouTube, reading Sci-Vive, on Twitter. It's much needed. I encourage everybody who is thinking about creating content. You don't feel the need to, but if you're feeling called to, ask people that are doing it. Everyone will help you get started in whatever way they possibly can. This is how we win. It's a great day already with the price pumping, but we just keep it going. And this will work out the way that we all want it to. So thank you so much. If you get a chance, jump over to Cabana Crypto's happy hour. Say hello to everyone. I'll see you all over there. Everyone have great weekends, and we'll see you soon. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
Bye.
Y'all.
See you guys.
Bye.